He's a Hyena's favorite. He works at all the Hyenas. He's one bad hombre. Give it up to Rosales.
Oh my goodness, Dallas Hyenas, how you guys doing tonight? You guys doing all right? Got a young, hip crowd here tonight, I like it. Well, you guys look like you go to SMU or you live in Deep Elm. What is going on here? You guys look like you rode here on a hoverboard or you got a job at a food truck. You don't have a gender, this is different, yeah. I know a lot of you guys are looking at my face, I know what you're thinking. This dude looks like a Mexican Charles Barkley. I get that, I know, it's terrible. It's terrible, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You look like a Mexican ZZ Top, don't be laughing at me. I don't want to look like Charles Barkley, but it's hard for me to lose weight, you know, because I'm Mexican. Well, you guys ever walk out of a Mexican restaurant and think to yourself, I feel great? You don't do that, do you? You go home, you lay down, you regret. It's part of the experience. I'll eat so much queso, I'll go home, lay down, start thinking about building that wall myself. It's a funnier joke a couple months ago, guys, yeah. It's a funnier joke. Now I'm just a Mexican standing in front of a bunch of white people, in front of a brick wall, feeling nervous. A little bit about me, I lived in Texas my whole life. I love Texas. I love Texas because we're crazy, you know what I mean? But we own up to that shit. Like, Texas is so crazy, even our ice cream kills people. And we still eat it, right? Like, Bluebell murdered people. And as a state, collectively, we were just like, whatever. It's my favorite. It's crazy as shit. Live in Dallas now. I love living in Dallas, man. Yeah, like we pay extra for rent, but it gives us permission to shit on the other outlying cities, you know? Like the other night I was doing a show in Denton. You guys ever go to Denton? The best way I can describe Denton is everybody in that town looks like they're about to ask me for a cigarette. Yeah, does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, me and this guy. I know you agree with me. I see your little beard there. Yeah, I get it. Fucking Dallas. Garland. You guys ever go to Garland? Yeah. Everybody in that town looks like they just missed a child support payment. That's the best way to describe Denton. Garland, whatever. It's all the same to me. Give a shit. What else? We got any Arlington in the house? Yeah. Oh, back there? All right, yeah. You're gonna regret that. Arlington's weird to me, you know, because like Arlington's built like a playground, right? Like they got the ballpark, they got the water park, you know, they got Six Flags. I'm just saying, if you're a pedophile, that's where you would live. You'll never see that city the same again, right? So I'm like, I'm from Arlington. I'm like, yeah, I bet you are with those fucking New Balances in your tinted van. Get out of here. No, I'm trying to get better. I know this is a 420 show. You guys eat fast food. It's something to be proud of. I get it. I'm addicted to fast food, guys. I'm a good American. You know? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to tell you guys a story without sounding crazy. Like, you ever go to a fast food place and the employees act like it's their ranch? You know what I'm saying? Like, they act like that shit comes out of their paycheck, you know? The other day I went to Jack in the Box like 3 in the morning. And look, I don't go to Jack in the Box at 3 in the morning to get judged, okay? I place my order, I pull up to the window and I tell the guy, I'm like, hey man, can I get 5 ranches? And he looks at me and goes, I'll give you 4. Yeah, immediately, I'm like, what is this, a used car parking lot? I'm not here to negotiate. I pay for my shit, give me my meal. And in the middle of my rant, this dude just closes the drive-thru window on me. I'm was furious. Like you know how rich people roll like the partition window up on a limo driver if he's being too fucking lippy? This dude just Richie Rich me with a drive-through window, guys. I was furious. And finally he comes back and he drops 4 ranches in the bag, just making eye contact with me. You know? He's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm upset, right? And I look at this guy, I'm angry, and I go, so you're telling me you think you should make $15 an hour and you can't count to 5? Yeah, is that what we're doing here? And he just threw the bag of food at me, guys. He just threw it. And I'm too old to be doing this shit. I'm not proud of it. But I looked at the guy and I said, give me my 5th ranch or come out here right now and I'm gonna beat your ass in the parking lot. Yeah. You know how this young man responded to that threat? By taking his shirt off and saying to me, I'll be out there in a minute. It's at that point I realized, like, oh shit, he's way more committed to this bit than I am, guys. I feel embarrassed, right? Like, I'm a man, but like, I did the math. I don't think anybody's ever lost their job at Jack in the Box in a fist fight on the same fucking day. I just looked at the dude and I was like, you know what? You do deserve $15 an hour. That's my bad. And I just went home. That's why I can't go to the Jack in the Box at 75 and Royal anymore, guys. That's that story. Yeah. Fucking In and Out. Texas, bitch. Yeah. I don't know, man. A little bit more about me. I was mostly raised by my grandparents. And look, being raised by your grandparents is great if you love, you know, fucking Lubies and Golden Girls reruns. Yeah, which I do, right? I get mad. People are always like, Lubies is gross. And I'm like, no, old people are gross. Lubies is great. But like when I was young, I feel like I didn't fit in high school, you know, because I didn't know all the hip, cool slang being raised by my grandparents. Like my friends, they'd always be like, yo, that girl's a skank. And I'd be like, oh shit, what's a skank? And they'd be like, that means she sleeps with like a lot of dudes. And I'd be like, oh, you mean like Blanche? Because I fucking love Blanche, right? I'm gonna take this floozy to Luby, see what happens. Trying to get my life together, learn a little bit about you guys. Anybody here have perfect credit? I don't know if I believe those people. Yes. And to the rest of you who do have good credit and you're being quiet because you think I want you to co-sign some shit, I'm just looking for advice, right? Like, I ruined my credit when I was 18. I'm 32 now. Yeah. What that means is that I owe money to companies that don't exist anymore. Like, statistically speaking, I have to be the only person on the planet whose life is currently being destroyed by Circuit City. That's gotta be a true fact, right? Like, I still owe money to Singular. You guys, you remember Singular? Yeah. You ever play Snake on your Nokia? I feel like Singular still has one employee. And every morning he wakes up, drives to work, clocks in, calls me 3 times, clocks out and goes home. I wish he'd quit. I don't know. Should have more money, but I was kind of a fuck up as a kid, you know. Like I didn't finish college or go or whatever. I didn't wait, which is fine, but I spent my whole 20s telling people stupid shit, you know? I'd be like, I'm street smart. I'm from Plano, I'm street smart. Like, what do you know about Panera Bread, son? Nothing. Fucking nothing. It's never helped me in a job interview. Cause now at my age, I'm like, street smart, what does that even mean, you know? To me now, street smart, that's like a 15-year-old that can't count my change back to me. But he can tell me how many grams are in an ounce. Yeah, someone else didn't go to college. You guys hear that? That's perfect. Yeah, you repeated him, sir. This is... You couldn't even do bar club trivia right now, sir. I'm just saying, like, I can't grow a mullet.
That's all you.
Oh, shit. I get it, I'm bald, I know. You know what I do have? A roof over my head, you homeless piece of shit. I'm just saying, if you don't know if you have one of these kids, right, that knows about the grams and the ounces, go home tonight and ask your kid, be like, hey, how many grams are in an ounce? If he says $380, you've got a problem, right? Yeah, that's too expensive. It's your kid and he's ripping you off. He's trying to find a new place to live. You know, like where I live now, man, like no one has any money. It's just mixtapes, tamale cards, really nervous white people, liberal arts degrees. But there's not a lot of money, right? Like, these kids make me nervous. Like the other day, I'm walking my dogs, okay? It's Tuesday at noon. I see this kid, he's got a backpack on. He's just walking around the apartments. I'm an adult, I think I should help. And I walk over to the kid, and I'm like, hey little buddy, shouldn't you be at school? And he looks at me and goes, bitch, shouldn't you be at work? Guys, I am sensitive about my employment situation. That hurt my feelings, you know? But kids today are different, you know, like the kids in my apartment. I'm just driving through my apartment trying to go to work, and these kids like when I was a kid, when I was 12, if you saw a car coming down the street, you would just run and hide. I didn't owe anybody money, I just didn't want problems. These kids in my apartment, they walk by my car like this. Yo, what's up, bitch? I'm playing hopscotch. What are you doing? Drive around here? And I can't stop the car and slap one of these kids, you know? But what I can do is roll down my window and say to one of these kids, hey, acting like that ain't gonna bring your daddy back. I pay my rent, I'm allowed to fucking do that. Oh no, man, what am I gonna talk to you guys about? I recently got married. Oh, thank you, yeah, to a woman. Settle down, that's a hate crime. Now, I love being married. Like, guys, when you get married, you see the world differently. You know what I mean? Like, the first time you walk into a club like this, and you're not trying to fuck half the people in it, eventually, at some point, you look around and go, I like the way they decorated this place. It's different, right? I love my wife, man. Like, the only problem we've been having, like, as soon as we got married, I started gaining weight immediately, because whatever. And my wife immediately started losing weight. And I gotta be honest, guys, I take it as a threat. Like, every time my wife tells me, she's like, I'm going to the gym, I just lay on the couch and I think, this bitch is just trying to get strong enough she can pick up her shit and leave me. That is all that's going on right now. I do love my wife though, you know, like, I love being married, mostly because I'm Mexican, I married a white woman. Yeah, feels like a win, right? I'm just saying, we're not just stealing your jobs. I'm here for everything. But in some ways, me and my wife are very different, you know, like, because we're Mexican, we're white, and like the other day, we tried to celebrate both of our cultures. Like, we had an anniversary. I bought her a piñata. Okay? Yeah. She hit it, 2 tickets to a Jimmy Buffett concert fell out. That's beautiful, guys. That's 2 cultures coming together. But in some ways, my wife has this level of innocence I don't remember ever having, you know? Like the other night, we were watching TV, we were watching Law & Order SVU. And at the end of it, my wife goes, that one scene was pretty unrealistic. And I was like, Ice-T plays a detective on this show. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. And she looks at me and she goes, no, that one scene where those young boys were looking at porn on the internet. Yeah, a lot of guys here with their girlfriends, I get it. Because I think she can sense the confusion on my face, and she looks at me like I'm stupid, and she goes, I'm pretty sure you need a credit card to look at porn on the internet. Guys, what do I do, argue with her? Right? Am I telling my wife if porn went free on the internet, we'd be living on the street? I'm not. I just rolled with it, right? I was like, babe, you know how bad my credit is. I Couldn't look at porn unless you co-sign for it. My name's been Lawrence Rosales. Thank you guys so much.